This one is gonna be the following video on Android developer options, and this is gonna be the actual settings. We're gonna go ahead and look at it, see how we can be able to enable some advanced features. Okay, so assuming you already have the options already enabled. In case you don't, I'll go ahead and leave the link, but just to show you real quick, just click on the gear icon and then go to the settings, and then under about phone, under software information, and then under build, go ahead and click on it like 7 times in a row, 7 or 8 times to enable it. Okay, once it's enabled, go back to the settings, go to the bottom, it says developer options. Go ahead and click on that, and what we want to go ahead and do over here is want to go ahead and check out some of the advanced options. One of the most useful ones, of course, is the USB debugging. This way, when you plug in the cell phone, it's gonna be able to be recognized by the basically by the computer. And there's more options over here, such as revoke USB debugging authorization, but we don't really want to do that unless you have already like used it on different computers. Then maybe you might want to go ahead and check on that. Other than that, you don't have to worry about it. As far as for the bug reports, I don't think we also have to worry about that at all, really. Mock Locations app, and there's no apps usually, but you might want to check that. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the most important ones. So one of the most important ones is if you're going to be using Wi-Fi, more than likely you want to go ahead and check the network settings. As far as over here, it says authorized wireless display devices, so more than likely you want to enable that. Okay, then after that, the Wi-Fi verbose logging. This is in case you want to get the logs for all the networks that you're using, their information. This is really helpful, especially if you're having issues with your network. You can definitely click on this, and it should give you some details. As far as the aggressive Wi-Fi, in case your Wi-Fi is kind of weak, this will quickly change it to the mobile network. You more than likely want to also have that one enabled. But if you have really good Wi-Fi, then you don't want to enable that. I have really good Wi-Fi, so I'm not going to enable that. Okay, this one here, I would definitely enable it. This one will deny Wi-Fi roaming scans. Let me see if there's anything else that is important. Keep mobile data turned on. More than likely you don't want to keep that. You want to use the Wi-Fi more than likely as much as possible. Okay, as far as USB configuration, I also made a tutorial on that last time. If you change it to, actually this one by default, the MTP media transfer protocol should be the right one. And what this will allow you to do is it will allow you to transfer files from your cell phone to the computer and vice versa. So you definitely want to have that one checked. If you don't, you definitely want to use that. Some of the settings that I find to be very interesting. Let me see if I can go ahead and find the first one. The first one I would say would be the running services. If you click on that, this will actually give you all the available services, processes, or whatever you want to call that are showing. If you click on show cache process, it's gonna give you, let me see, is it on show cache process? I think it's the one. Some of these here you can actually be able to cancel them directly from here. So let's say you want to go ahead and cancel like this one, email. All you would do is click on stop, click OK, and it'll go ahead and get rid of it. There's a lot of processes in here like Facebook and a couple others that you don't use. But if you do use them, that's fine. But if you don't use some of these apps, their processes still run in the background, and you can't get rid of them. The only way is if you do it through here. You can actually be able to disable the processes from running. So you definitely want to check some of these. I already took care of it, so there's nothing else that I want to get rid of. Well, actually, this one here I can. Everything's already taken care of there. But definitely check this one out, because there's gonna be some applications or processes that you don't want to be running. But first, do your homework. Don't just disable everything. You want to at least check online, see what application or what process is running and what it does. Like for example, this one here, SmartThings. I didn't know what it was, so I looked it up. And it's definitely something I don't want to get rid of. So one of the most important ones is under applications. First of all, the do not keep activities. You might want to enable that one if you're a little bit paranoid and you don't want, if you want to go ahead and clear every activity as soon as basically you stop using the application. If you enable this, it'll go ahead and clear it. Limit background processes, you can click on that, and if you don't want any background processes, go ahead and check that. So, and but the most important one out of here, okay, the most important one out of here is the background check. And this has nothing to do with work or trying to check out your neighbor's criminal records. Has to do with basically all the applications that are running. One thing I would recommend, let me see if it's go ahead and do your homework. I have disabled already quite a few, but there's these have some system applications that are running, so you might want to just not uncheck something you don't know. First look it up. But there's a ton of different ones in here that like device maintenance and device security. These two I don't trust, so I disabled those. And there's a bunch of other ones in here that really are not useful. If anything, they're just gonna slow down your cell phone, or like Facebook App Manager. There's no reason for me to use it, so I got rid of it. So that's unchecked. So that one is disabled. Find My Mobile, I don't need it. If I lose it, I don't care, I can always get another one. So that one's disabled. Galaxy Essential widgets, don't have any use for that. So just go ahead and look through some of these, like game optimization, don't need it at all. And there's some Google ones in here that for some reason Google likes to be in everything, so I disabled a lot of those that just don't make sense for them to be running. A lot of the Samsung also, it's in here. The security policy updates, you probably do want to have that in there. The secure log agent, that's not necessary. Just go through some of these, see what's up, like what do they do. You can just look them up online, just put the name of them. I'm not gonna go through all of them and try to explain what they all are. That would take quite a bit of time. Workspace, not necessary for me. So yeah, this one is very useful. There's a ton of stuff in here that you can actually disable that you're not gonna be able to disable through the apps. So this one is very, very useful. And I think that's all the ones that I'm gonna go ahead and show you for this one. So that's it for the settings. There's quite a few more, but I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap it up for now. Okay, so that's it for now. Bye.